Lucha things.
Mike, it's you. You're the host.
Shit, I am the host.
Hey, let's
Welcome to
go!
All right, let's go. Welcome to Book It, a wrestling podcast where we book and revisit your favorite wrestling storylines. I'm your commissioner, Hi-Fi Mike, and today I have your GMs, Damone, D Money Allen.
Oh, hello. New system.
And joining us is SPG. He's back again.
We gonna book it. We gonna book it. We book it. We book it.
That would have been a way better pre-intro.
No, Lucha things.
Oh, I am the host. Welcome to Book It, and this week we are gonna take a break from Book It Verse after Sean's guest presentation of his, and then next week we'll get started. Hopefully next week we'll get started with Kenny as long as he's got his voice back, and that'll start Kenny's 2 weeks, and then it's me, Damone, and John. No,
Yep. Yeah, me
Damone,
and John.
then John's gonna round us out for the main, and then Travis for 6 weeks. We schedule coming.
Yeah, it's tentative.
It's tentative. Anyways, that is the future programming of Book It. But for right now, again, we are gonna do the Lucha or Best Masked Wrestler Tournament. Right? That was it. I'm not prepared to be host, guys. I completely am so used to John doing it at this point that it took me by surprise.
Yeah.
All right.
Mike forgot for a second he was in charge now.
I did. I didn't even know I was. I'm so used to you being in charge.
So it's top. So we're doing a top 16. So we'll each get 5. So we might as well let Sean or SPG start.
Okay, let's get the obvious out of the way. Rey Mysterio.
Senior?
No.
Rey Mysterio Jr. Right.
Senior is masked, right? That's the whole thing.
Yeah, senior's masked.
Yeah, I keep forgetting there's 2 Rey Mysterios. The one who's currently wrestling.
Okay, what's your next one?
It's gonna be you, Sean. You're gonna give all your picks.
Yeah, you're gonna give all 5.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So Rey Mysterio, Jushin Thunder Liger.
Take all my picks.
I'm going chalk.
Let's see. Rey Mysterio, Jushin Thunder Liger, Hayabusa.
I probably butchered that spelling, but close enough.
Okay. Then we'll go with Rey Fenix.
Okay.
That's a good one.
And finally, we'll go with Vader.
Okay, good pick.
All right, so it's masked wrestlers. All right.
Yep,
so
they just have to have worn a mask. And we're only going off for their time in the mask.
Let's go Kane.
Okay.
Let's go El Generico. Let's go Hurricane. Let's do, how many we got? 4?
You're at 3.
Let's go Juventud.
The Juice.
You
got one more.
Oh, did he already put Tiger Mask?
No, he didn't.
Go Tiger Mask.
Tiger Mask. Okay. So I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna do Mil Mascaras, just because. historical context. I'm gonna go because you did Ray Phoenix. I'm gonna go Pentagon Junior.
Okay.
For my next one, I'm gonna say Mankind.
Oh, thank God! I
Oh.
was looking to see if I could change any of mine there for a
Ah,
minute.
yeah, that's a good one.
Because it's, I think we usually you think of a luchador when you think of mass, but
Right. No, no, yeah, and that was what my brain was going into it. Then I remembered that there are other wrestlers that aren't luchadors that wear masks.
yeah, I'm gonna go Psychosis.
That's a good one.
And this episode is not dedicated to Eric Bischoff, who decided to unmask every single person with a mask on
Yeah,
Man,
that he
yeah,
screw,
could.
man,
that was a
screw,
bad idea.
screw him. I will never forgive him for that.
I mean, sure, there's a lot of things that he's not forgivable for, but I still love him.
I'm gonna go Dr. Wagner Jr.
And
Mm-hmm.
In honor of Kenny. We used to say that that was his gynecologist.
oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and I'm gonna say Ultimo Dragon.
Ah, nice.
So wait, you got six? I got
Oh
five.
no, I did. Oh, I guess there's the extra.
Oh yeah,
Just
we
do
got
Ultimo
X.
Dragon. That one's fine, anyways.
Okay,
Yeah, Ultimo.
I'm
I didn't
okay with
even
that.
think
But
of that.
I
Yeah,
was like, wait, how many are we doing?
well, we should have realistically just made Ray
The number one overall. Yeah,
the
yeah.
like instant one because
It's
we
all
know he
right.
was getting in. This is gonna go to the old days. Mike, sing the song.
Every day we shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and.
Okay, so majority rules obviously. So first up is Jushin Thunder Liger versus Hayabusa.
Liger.
Li- yeah, I'm going with Liger. Like,
Yeah, it's Liger.
yeah, like his like multiple like New Japan legend, multiple reigns as IWGP Junior Heavyweight
Oh, this
Championship.
next
I
one's
mean, he
hard.
even turned up for a stint in NXT, wrestling like he was in his 30s.
Was he in the cruiserweight
Yes.
tournament
I think he
In
was
which tournament?
the
when
cruiser
they first brought back the cruiserweights?
Probably.
the
The
I
cruiserweight
think
cruiserweight
so.
classic.
classic.
I'm pretty sure he was.
Hold on, let me see.
I know he wrestled in NXT at one point, but I feel like when he was doing his retirement tour.
And that's the things I don't remember any of that. The only thing I remember WCW.
Nah, I don't.
WCW.
No, I don't. Nah, he didn't. Nah, he didn't wrestle in the cruiserweight
Oh.
classic.
He just did a match or two in WWE.
Yeah, that
Maybe.
was against some Tyler Breeze.
Oh yeah. I miss Tyler Breeze.
He's wrestling again.
Yeah, but he's not in WWE
No,
and
but he is like a. I think he's on a Legends contract.
I'd like to see him come back, but that's the thing is it's been like 10 years, man, since that Tyler
He's
Breeze that we knew. Like I'm
There's
talking
Tyler.
before the fucking Fashion Police and Fandango, which I still love. I love Fandango too. But
I just. Well, it says here that he's a coach at the Performance Center.
Tyler Breeze?
Yeah,
Yes.
Hell
he's
yeah.
still That's why he's
I
like in
I
WWE,
I
like
want to
in the
see him come
game and
back.
stuff.
I give him one run, give him one more run. Let's go. Come on.
Like he's only 36, and he's like
His
he's on up down down all the time
That's he's
with
another he's
with
another one
Xavier.
who had one of the most fire theme songs. I loved his theme song. I worked out to that all the time.
Yeah, they definitely dropped the ball with him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, so gorgeous.
I feel
See.
like if he debuted now, I think he would do way better, especially with um Triple H in charge.
Man, I might have to write him into my book at verse
Yeah,
for this last one.
Breezango was like one of the best things on SmackDown.
Honestly, Breezango, I didn't like Fandango until that.
Mm.
You wouldn't like him now. He's
Oh,
not good. Is dirt?
I
What is
have no
it?
idea.
Dirty Dango.
Dirty Dango.
Wait, is he
Yeah.
still in WWE?
No, he's in TNA.
He's in
TNA.
TNA.
Yeah, he's in the he's part of the system.
Yeah, I don't watch
Yeah.
wrestling, guys. I know we're not supposed to say that on air. I haven't watched wrestling in years.
He's still watching old WCW.
I
To be fair, so am I.
I really do.
I've
No,
been
I
I've been
watch
putting on
Attitude Era. I'm still technically trying to work my way out of the end of the Attitude Era.
I've been
Well,
putting on episodes of Thunder to go to sleep to.
Oh, they're great to fall asleep to because they're so goddamn boring.
oh, like
Yeah, it's pretty much every
WCW
episode is something with the NWO.
So
two
when yes, yeah, because I mean, for the most part, that's when it existed. Was when they were able to afford two shows. Like,
2000s
I
WCW was the worst.
I started watching like I when I did my watch through of WCW. I was so committed. I was doing everything. I was doing all the pay per views, Nitro, and then Thunder started. I was like, yeah, I'm ready for Thunder. I stopped watching Thunder. I was like, you know what? I can give up a little bit of my dignity and integrity and just not watch
It was
Thunder.
pretty much just a rehash of
Yes, and then they would try to get you to watch it with saying, "Oh, this happened on Thunder," but it's just happening again on Nitro. Like I don't understand. I
yeah.
don't need
It's
to
like
watch
I
that.
remember. I think it was Goldberg versus DDP. They literally mentioned that match is happening like 30 times.
Yeah,
Like they kept mentioning next week on Nitro, it's gonna be Goldberg versus DDP. You gotta watch it. They
I
mentioned it
think Goldberg
a
won.
ton. Yo, yeah, it was during the streak.
Yeah. That
Wait, are we talking? Wait, which match is it? Is it the one where they cut the ending of the match early?
I don't think
Goldberg
so.
DDP.
Yeah, well, I think that was at Halloween Havoc because they just
No, it would
cut
have been
off the.
on Nitro. Like it's a
Yeah, there
match
was
that
an
happened on
episode of
Nitro.
Nitro. Yeah,
Oh,
it was an episode of Nitro where they had
I can't
the
remember.
match, and they
Uh,
yeah on the week before on Thunder, they just kept bringing it up, like in
yeah.
places where it didn't need to be brought up.
hmm.
I I still never finished my watch through. Like I wanted to finish my watch through WCW and then get up to up to when Vince bought it out, and I just couldn't get past the New Blood era. It was god awful,
But they
so bad.
where Eric basically turned the entire mid
Nope,
card
wasn't
heel.
Eric Bischoff. It was Russo. It
Oh
was
yeah,
yeah.
Russo turned
That
the entire mid
See,
card heel.
Bischoff actually wasn't like Bischoff was there, but he was in and out in 2000 early 2000s. Like he was gone for a while, then he came back, and then he left like promptly.
Yeah,
So
but fuck Vince Russo. He doesn't even like wrestling.
no,
Like
he
like
he does not.
yeah, like he does everything to avoid having a wrestling show.
Yes.
Mankind versus Ray Phoenix.
Uh,
I'm going with Mankind. Like I do love Ray Phoenix and his flippy stuff, but I just find Mankind more intriguing. Like his character development. Like he used for at first, he was this like psychotic guy willing to do everything. Then he turned into this happy-go-lucky guy that formed one of the one of the greatest greatest tag teams in the Attitude Era with The Rock, which is basically the equivalent of, hey, mother, can I go to this party? Okay, then, but take your little brother with you.
yeah, they were definitely like one of the most successful strange bedfellows. Like The Rock and Mankind shouldn't work, but it did.
It did because they were both over. They were both over as fuck. It was so unlikely. It was the 90s, man.
Hmm.
It
Yeah.
was all about the fucking imperfect couple. Like that's just how it was.
That's how
Oh,
the Attitude Era was.
I miss Bill Clinton.
I wouldn't go that far. Which one are you going with, Mike?
No, it's Mankind for sure.
Okay, I'll give Ray Phoenix a sympathy
Ray
vote,
Phoenix is great, but I'll be honest, to me he's just Pentagon sidekick.
Oh,
which is crazy because a lot of people would say he's better than or better
No,
than
I don't think
Pentagon.
so at
I
all.
mean,
I think
I mean,
Pentagon is one of the most like I fucking love Pentagon.
I wouldn't call you crazy if you thought Ray was better, but personally, I think Pentagon's the better of the duo.
Agreed. No, that's why I think that Ray Phoenix is the sidekick.
Well, they're both will be in WWE in about 9 months when Ray Phoenix's contract runs
I
out.
feel like we said that they'd be in WWE like 3 years ago.
Well,
Yeah,
no, like I think Pentagon, is it, I think it's Pentagon's actually like was ready to sign the contract, but Phoenix,
Pen-
Tony Khan added injury time onto his contract, so pretty much they're just stuck in AEW until that
they
time
got
runs out.
they
But
got nothing else to do.
Tony's also not going to use them, so they're pretty much just sitting at home.
Pentagon, like his mask is great, but the added makeup that he does, it just for whatever reason just takes it over the top for me. Like I'm so fucking here for it.
I like
Yeah,
the makeup.
yeah, because he'll do like
Like it's
the
so
Joker
fucking
and
cool.
stuff.
It's so goddamn cool. I
Uh,
don't know what it is. It's just like skull makeup. It's so fucking cool.
yeah, and he's
It
done
kind of
like
reminds me of the Ghost, the guy from Ghost. That guy behind me. That
yeah,
guy.
and he'll do like themed ones. Like he's done the Joker and like
Yeah.
other ones too, which
He
is
did. It's like the Mexican hit. I don't know what it was at all of 2021. I don't know. It was like, I guess, supporting his Mexican heritage. He was like, I don't know what that was, to be honest.
All right.
but
So let's go
Hurricane
Hurricane
versus
Hoovy.
Hoovy.
Ugh.
This one's tough. This is probably the toughest one so far.
Yeah.
All right. So because Hurricane did more in the mask than Juventud, because once Juventud was unmasked, he was unmasked.
Yeah.
And that was the majority. Like that was the best part of his career was when he was unmasked. So I'm gonna go Hurricane.
Yeah, I'm going with her. Yeah, I'm going with Hurricane too.
You're
Besides,
both wrong, and it's definitely Hoovy.
and
Hoovy
besides
wasn't
Hurricane,
Hoovy until after he lost the mask.
I
He
guess
was Juventud, right? But he wasn't Hoovy. He
Hoovy.
wasn't.
True,
He wasn't the juice.
true.
mhm.
By the way, I know this isn't. It's just not the exact same thing, but I'm gonna say it. Hoovy is better than Rey Mysterio.
Sure
In
it
their prime,
is.
yes.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying in 2024 they're both washed, but
Yeah.
Ray's a little bit less washed.
Juventud
But
got screwed. Juventud got screwed by Vince McMahon's racist booking.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, putting
Yeah.
him on the
Remember,
Juan Deere
yeah,
didn't.
remember the Mexicools?
Yeah, the
Yes,
one
They
they
that's
came out. They came
that's
out on lawnmowers.
the
yeah the
absolute
Juan Deeres.
the absolute worst thing you could have done.
I
Yeah,
was like, I was like, Vince. Out of all the
They
things,
well, no, he could have done worse.
he could have.
Let's be
It's
honest.
Vince,
He
yeah,
probably had worse lined up, but
and they probably
this
had to
was
be
the
like no.
right. This was the compromise.
Yeah, but the weird thing is, I'm pretty sure Hoovy
I want.
still won the ice or not icy. He won the cruiserweight title when he had that gimmick, which tells you how good he was.
I could just imagine him throwing out every stereotype. I want them selling oranges.
Yeah, yeah, that was probably in there.
Oh.
Ultimo Dragon versus Mil Mescaris.
Ugh.
I'll be on Ultimo Dragon.
Ultimo.
I'm
Wait,
going
what?
Ultimo too. Like Mill's mostly just there for historical. Like I understand he's like the biggest star in like Mexican wrestling history and like the founder of like pretty much the grandfather of luchador. But
Now I would now actually I would honestly I would give that to El Santo because like
oh yeah, you're
Hey,
right.
I
Yeah,
drafted. I want you to say. I just want to say. I drafted El Santo. He's in my next book adverse.
are you
ah
are you
And
using him?
Yeah, I'm using his
No,
fucking the he that I. He's a movie star, man.
yeah,
not true.
Fits
yeah,
right in with
he
what
was
I'm
beating up
doing.
Nazis.
Oh yeah, dude, I watched some El Santo shit. It was wild.
You're right. I forgot about El Santos. Yeah, he's the grandfather. Well, Mill's up there too, but Tiger Mask versus El Generico.
Oof.
Oh, this one's tough. I'm gonna go Tiger Mask. That he has an anime.
Oh yes, yes,
He
I've
has an
watched a
anime.
bit of it.
I
I'm
love
also
Sami
going
Zayn, but I
Tiger
like
Mask.
Sami Zayn as Sami Zayn and El Generico.
Well,
Well,
Sami
has the
Zayn and
move
El
set.
Generico aren't the same person, so I don't
Okay.
know why you brought Sammy up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll give El
Kayfabe,
Generico the
kayfabe. I get
sympathy
it.
vote then.
Yeah, El Generico's out there helping orphans. Sami Zayn's on Raw right now. Different people, guy. Kane versus Rey Mysterio Jr.
Also
Ah,
which Kane are
It's
which mass Kane are we doing?
doesn't matter. This is completely political.
uh,
I'm going Ray.
you.
Because
The fact that you actually brought up a good point because if we were doing just original mask Kane, I would say Kane.
original mass Kane
That was
was
what
the
I would
goat.
think it as original Mask Kane.
But when he came back with a like half
Half.
mask,
The half
not
mask.
no. Like I
He
Also,
get why
came.
he did it,
also
but
remember 2012 when he came back, like when he did his entrance, he had this like mask, that was like covered like in steel. Then he took it off to reveal another mask. Like
Talking Kane. When Kane learned to talk, that was it.
hey, Sting
yeah,
technically could have been on here. He wore a
his
He
mask.
wore a
Sting is
mask of his own face, but he
Yeah,
wasn't a
of
masked
his.
wrestler.
yeah
He wore a
I
mask.
thought about it.
He wore
his
a
stunt was
mask of his
brilliant.
own face to reveal the face paint.
Right. I thought about it, but it didn't seem to make
I'm.
sense.
You said Ray, right?
I'm
Like,
going Ray.
I'm going Ray, but yeah, I mean,
yeah, I'm going Ray because the post titties out Kane when he came back with the mask. I don't like the new mask he wore.
A half mask.
Yeah,
eventually he just even ditched the mask. And I get the first mask I heard it was awful to wrestle in. And
yeah,
I've
like he
seen
had
that
trouble
thing.
breathing and stuff.
How could you can't see? Like you're going to be in these fucking matches, you're not going to be able to see a damn thing. Like
All he needs to see is choke slam tombstone
but like him getting beat up in that thing, like I imagine it just bounced off his fucking nose.
face
Oh,
all the time. Yeah, it's probably super uncomfortable.
oh
But
yeah,
but
you
Glenn
know.
deserves that.
Yeah, it's true. I don't disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Pentagon Jr. versus Psychosis.
Pentagon Junior.
Pentagon,
Again,
like
I think he's gonna be when it's all
Yeah.
said and done, he's gonna be in the Mount Rushmore of Lucha.
yeah,
Period.
he was like one of my favorite characters when I was watching Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably the best character in Lucha Underground.
I'm about to have to rewatch the Lucha Underground for my next book adverse.
I
I'm pretty
started
excited.
rewatching it. Like I watched the first like 4 episodes.
Yeah, it's good, and that's Ricochet was
Oh, Prince Puma.
so good.
Oh hell
Like
yes.
But the same thing. He didn't talk, so
I don't
which
understand. Every company just drops the ball with him. Like they just don't.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that. Here's the
How,
thing. He has negative aura. Like he
I
has no
like him.
aura at all.
He's one of my favorite.
Like
I
in
like him a
ring,
lot.
yes. In
in
ring,
in
he's
ring,
great.
In
like
ring. I'm talking.
in ring, he has
He's
aura, but when you give him a mic,
it's
it
the
all
Bret Hart
disappears.
effect. I get it, but let's do something about it.
Yeah, like the second he opens his mouth and he's not in the ring, all his aura disappears. Like it's like he put all of his aura points into in ring and none into like promos or like
He's
or
the
an
modern Bret
interview.
Hart.
A,
That's what he basically is.
a Bret Hart versus Ricochet promo battle.
Honestly, Brett's crushing him.
Yeah,
Brett
I
is
know,
killing
Bret.
him on the
Yeah,
mic.
Bret's winning.
But then in ring, I think Ricochet
Bret,
sweeps him.
Bret, even at his worst during promos, is still better than Ricochet
I don't
at
know,
his
man.
best.
Those are pretty bad promos. These good
Yeah.
promos are pretty bad promos.
Who's?
Brett.
Oh, yeah, his. But the thing is, they're still way better than any Ricochet. Like even just listening to Ricochet, like in an interview, he has no charisma at all.
Ugh.
All right. Doctor.
Doctor Wagner Jr. versus Vader.
It's Vader.
Vader.
Yeah, it's
It's
Like
Vader.
also,
it's he was on Boy Meets World.
Sorry,
yeah.
Kenny. If you were
Also,
here, you could have pushed him through.
also,
Maybe.
did you happen? Did you see the mask he wore during his entrances for when he was in Japan? That was it, and it blew smoke.
Oh yeah, the giant like head thing you would wear. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he wore that sometimes in WCW.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
he'd
he
wear
did
that
early
to the
on.
ring and then take it off,
The
obviously.
Mastodon. It was
But
Mastodon head, right?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
thing was giant.
Uh,
Jushin versus Mankind.
Oof.
I'm gonna go Mankind. He's the most hardcore legend. Period.
Yeah, then I'm gonna have to go mankind.
He made he's the only person that's been in a fucking broiler room brawl that is worth watching.
I wouldn't even say those are worth watching. They're not good. I'm gonna give Jushin the sympathy vote just because like I love
Fair.
Mankind, but I like Mick better, and I like Cactus Jack better than Mankind.
Hmm.
No, I don't like Cactus Jack more. I don't like Dude Love more. No, I
I
definitely
know I
give
don't love Dub.
No, I
I
don't.
like Dude
God,
Love
I don't
more.
love do love.
Dude Love is
If I was rating the
oh Dude
four
Love is
faces,
way is the
yeah,
worst.
he's the last one. So I'd go
I go
regular Mick,
Mick, Cactus,
Cactus,
Mankind.
Mankind.
Honestly, I could flip flop between Cactus and Mankind all day, but do love is
Yeah,
definitely last.
yeah, Dude Love's a distant four. Hurricane versus Ultimo Dragon. So
All
character versus in ring, really. Well, not that Hurricane was bad in ring, but
no, but I mean, compared to we're comparing him to Ultimate Dragon. He's bad. Um,
he was better. He was better as Gregory Helms in ring. But
in
that's because
ring,
Hurricane.
yeah,
But that's because Hurricane is
all
a.
gimmick.
It's all gimmick, so you can't be
Yeah,
doing the same things.
yeah.
Mm,
I'll give this to Ultimo Dragon.
I'm gonna go Hurricane. I'm gonna let you be the breaker.
I'm gonna go with. This is tough. I'm gonna go with Ultimo. Is like
Mm,
with Hurricane, you could make the argument that he was just as good, if not better, as just himself. And wasn't he in 3 count?
Yeah, Hurricane.
Yeah,
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 I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was
yeah.
him and
It's him, Eric, Chris, something, and Shannon Moore.
yeah.
Tiger Mask versus Rey Mysterio Jr.
man, I love
Uh,
this. Is on Ray might be my favorite, but I don't know
I'm
because
gonna
Tiger Mask has an anime.
I'm gonna go Rey Mysterio just because. Boom! Who's that jumping out the
At the
sky?
sky,
Rey
REY
Mysterio.
Mysterio.
Here
Here we
we go.
go.
That's it, and just that whole entrance.
Yeah, Mysterio.
I'm going Tiger Mask because I'm mad. I'm pretty sure that the new Lowrider, like toy that came out, comes with Ray instead of Eddie. It should like, come on. Chavo was right.
Oh man.
Justice for Chavo. He should have been the one to get the push, not Ray.
I, honestly, I mean, sure, why not?
He was the
Like,
actual relative.
I know, I understand, why they went with Ray, for his World Heavyweight Championship push, because, he and Eddie were best friends, but, come on, Chavo's right there. He's the closer relative. Why not go with him?
He is kind of a dickhead.
you know, the whole lie, cheat, and steal thing was really fun at the time, but then you think about Vince McMahon, and you realize it was just more him being racist.
Yeah, I'd say
Hmm.
It's
it's still a
still
really
they
great
pulled it
gimmick.
off, but how many times has he made minorities hustlers or thieves or
Oh, what?
prime time.
Or make them
right.
denounce their whole race completely. Remember what? Remember when Chavo turned into a white man named Karen White?
Yeah. Well, I think that's also why they went with Ray because Chavo, like when Eddie died, Chavo was doing the Kerwin White gimmick, so it was kind of hard to go from the Kerwin White, if it ain't white, it ain't right,
Yeah,
to
yeah,
him
yeah.
being your baby face.
Yes, like all those catch phrases were like sus. If it's not Shelton
Well, that
Benjamin, it's not one of us. If it's not white, it's not white.
it was
And my
supposed. Yeah.
personal favorite, I'm just saying what you think you'll say. But you know what I was thinking? What did you do with Chavo's body, Kerwin? What happened to Chavo?
Yeah, it was not a good. It was a terrible gimmick. I don't know what Vince thought.
We could probably guess.
But yeah, true. But
Racism.
it was a terrible gimmick.
Oh, but
Pentagon Junior versus Vader.
go.
This one's tough.
Vader. I'm going Vader.
Ah.
I'm going Vader because Boy Meets World.
Sean,
Oh, I, uh, I think I'm gonna have to lean towards Pentagon mostly because I most of my time watching him was Lucha Underground, like one of the craziest best promotions I've seen in a while.
Vader
Rest in
could
peace.
Vader could go toe to toe with Indy's giant. Indy's
Big
Big
Show.
Show. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think I did that, didn't I? I
I
don't
don't know,
remember.
but I'm saying he could go toe to toe with Indy's Big Show.
Yeah, well, yeah, him and
Bam
what's
Bam.
this and Bam were doing like they were
They were doing
the
moonsaults.
yeah they were doing moonsaults and like backflips and shit like
Right.
that. They
Toe to
were
toe.
in this era. Vader goes crazy.
I think Vader in a match could go against Pentagon in his prime.
How about this hypothetical dream match? Who wins, Vader in his prime or Keith Lee in his prime?
Vader in his prime.
Vader.
It's not
Ah,
even a contest.
dang.
Keith
Okay.
Lee is a historic drop off. Like he went from
I
being
know, and
like
I'm sad
And he
about it.
somehow aged 15 years doing it.
he went from like super over and great to his aura all got sapped away and like he's
And I'm
hurt all
sad.
the time now. Like obviously COVID really messed him up, which sucks, but like he
Hmm.
went to AEW and lost all of his juice, all of his aura. Like
That's the AEW effect. I don't even
I,
know
I
who's
was
over there.
I was pissed. Well, yeah, he barely ever wrestles. I'm
Hmm.
just glad that they finally stopped because they kept trying to push the Keith Lee and Swerve thing,
But
and
it
it was
never
like no
happened.
one wants this.
Like
Like,
I won't lie, I was like hyped for it because like tag team implosion, but like I wish they could have done without the Mongol embassy, but like it just never happened. I mean, they teased it during that random ass tag team tournament where they were paired together, but it never came to fruition.
well, yeah, they were gonna do it, and then I think Keith Lee got sick again or hurt, and then so they did the whole thing where they were feuding. Then like 6 months went by, and
Hmm.
Swerve turned like was starting to get really was like starting to build up to the main event, and then they were like, "We're gonna do the Keith Lee thing again." We're like, "No,
Yay!
we don't want that.
No,
No, please don't.
yeah,
Don't
it's
go
too
back."
late. It's
Yeah,
too late.
yeah. Keith Lee's fall off is insane. He should have just stayed in WWE. The Bear
Yeah,
Cat thing wasn't that bad.
yeah, it needs to be studied.
Um, so I guess I'm the tiebreaker. I'm gonna go with Vader.
Mhm. No problem with that.
It's super close. I like both of them a lot, but Vader was doing things that a man that size shouldn't be able
Right.
to,
Hmm.
And
and
he
he
was
would
an
like
and he was
beat
an
the shit
actor on
out of
top
you
of it.
too. So Mankind versus Ultimate Dragon.
I'm not going first.
I'm
Okay.
gonna vote Mankind.
All
I'll
right, then
put
I'm
mine
going
in first.
Mankind. Steal it.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards mankind also.
Mankind in a sweep.
Yeah, yeah. Ultimate Dragon was cool and all, but
No
he never fell off a
personality.
cell.
Right.
He never sacrificed his body for our entertainment.
Think about what kind of shit mankind would have been able to do if he just would have skateboarded instead.
He would not be as popular. Also,
No.
it would have been very weird.
You
Uh,
never.
Well, what if
I
he?
play
What
Big
if?
Foley to pro skater.
Yeah, what
What
if
are we
he
doing?
became a bigger star than Tony Hawk?
They did that, and yeah, he he did. Yeah, instead of getting into wrestling, he got into skateboarding.
And he became the biggest
He got
star
signed
of all time.
he got signed next to Tony Hawk in the Bones Brigade in the '80s. I could see how this happened.
That sounds like a book of verse, and then he finally, eventually gets into wrestling.
Right.
Like, I could do this.
Oh boy.
Rey Mysterio Jr. versus Vader.
Oh, oh bollocks.
I'm going Vader.
No, no, I still can't do it. I'm still going with my boy Ray.
Ray has fire theme songs. Booyaka, booyaka, 619. Vader though.
You
I knew
told
that
me
was
my
a I knew
feelings.
that was a setup. I'm like, there's no way he's doing that and just gonna go with Ray.
Damn, you toyed with my feelings.
So the finals, Mankind versus Vader.
Oof.
Oh,
This match
jeez.
definitely happened.
This definitely 1,000%
This has
happened.
definitely happened
I'll
before.
find out. I'm gonna tell you when it happened too. Hold on.
It probably happened in both WCW. Well, technically, it wouldn't have been Mankind. It would have been Cactus Jack,
Cactus Jack.
but
Um,
versus and definitely they would
they
have
were
had a
on a
match in.
team. Vader and Mankind. No, they were aligned.
Oh yeah. Oh no. It's
Yeah,
WrestleMania
13.
13. Mankind and Vader versus Owen
Yeah.
Hart and British Bulldog.
So they never went against. I don't think they ever went against each other. I think they were always on a team.
Hmm.
Um, I
Hold on.
guess.
How
Oh
this is
yeah, I guess
Halloween
they just
Havoc,
never.
but he did. All right, so Vader versus Cactus Jack did happen in Halloween Havoc,
But
Ah.
not Mankind
but
versus.
not Mankind versus Vader.
That's
Hmm.
wild.
Huh. Very strange.
But I feel like I always think Vader
I
was in
guess that makes sense.
WWE
WWE
longer than
is
he was.
right. Well, then, yeah, I mean, but that's also the thing, right? Because when Mankind was really coming up, Vader was gone.
Yeah.
Like he left after what 97 maybe.
Might have been earlier than that.
It
Because
was
I know he had the problems with Sean.
he had a match against Nation of Domination, so it was after the Nation started, which I don't know, was that 95,
I think it's like
96.
95, 96.
So some point after that he left. Close to that.
He went to he was in WWE from 96 to 98 or
Okay, so
WWF.
98. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Camp Cornette and then he left. And yeah, he left and then he went to Japan.
So Mankind versus Vader. I'll be honest, this is probably easier than some of the other ones where I'm going Mankind.
Um
Also, it's funny because these two men have the smallest masks out of any person here.
They really
they
do.
really do. Their masks don't cover their
They're
entire
basically
face.
G strings.
It is so tiny.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Vader was in TNA
Wait, TNA? Wait, he used to be in
That would
TNA?
make that makes sense.
for like a hot minute.
Cause
Ah.
yeah,
Well, so he appeared in NWA. This is when they were still in the NWA,
Mm-hmm.
TNA, to defend Dusty Rhodes, who was fighting with the Harris brothers. Him and Dusty won a tag team match the next week after the Harris brothers against the Harris brothers via DQ. He then feuded with Nikita Koloff, which is fucking random. Um,
Oh, the neo-Nazi twins.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Harris brothers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was wondering where have I heard that name from? I remember they got SS tattoos on their shoulders. I was like,
Who?
okay.
The Harris?
The Harris brothers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fucking 8 ball and whatever the fuck,
If
right?
I don't
Cue ball
remember.
and 8 ball or whatever the motorcycle gang.
Yeah. The no, I almost said Gorillas of Destiny. I'm like, that's not right.
No, no, but prior to that, weren't they? They were the Goodwins, right? And then they were they
Yeah.
the Goodwins, and then they
No,
became.
I don't think so. Maybe
Let me see.
no, because wasn't one of them Hillbilly Jim?
Yeah, but there was more than one of them.
Well,
There was
true.
wasn't there? There was
Disciples of
three of them.
Apocalypse is who we're thinking
Yes.
of. So there
Oh,
was Crush, Chains, Skull,
Those are the
and Eight
dumbest
Ball.
names. Vince was so proud of himself.
Crush, Chain,
I want him to be Crush.
Skull,
Has there ever been a great
No, all right. The
motorcycle
members,
gimmick?
the
Ace and Eights.
so yeah, no,
I wouldn't say that was great.
the Goodwins were not
It was
the
good. It was good while it lasted before it fell off.
Southern Justice. The Goodwins were once called Southern Justice.
Ew. Yeah, but yeah, they have neo-Nazi tattoos, and
Yuck.
they showed up on TNA on a TNA pay-per-view wearing SS Nazi shirts,
Yuck.
Oh no,
and then
This
they
oh
is
hell no, that's a bridge too far.
and then
somebody needs to tell John that he's
TNA's canceled.
TNA's canceled.
And then they displayed their SS tattoos, which were later covered up. They apologized for the incident after the pay per view, and the CEO denied the brothers had Nazi ties, claiming the shirts were worn because they were in character as bikers.
Yeah,
Uh,
but bikers aren't normally
no,
Nazis.
Some of
no,
them are, but
there's quite a bit of them, especially back then. It's for a second it sounded like you wrote that, Damone, like that was a
yeah,
storyline you wrote, but
no,
you wouldn't have had him apologize.
yeah, they wouldn't apologize. They would have said, "Fuck you, we're doing what
And
we want."
right.
Uh,
Um,
But yeah, so yeah, fuck those two guys.
yeah,
But Mankind versus Vader. I'm going Vader.
that gives you the final vote. Again,
um,
only like I like Vader. He was in he was in Boy Meets World. I'm not gonna let that go. And but Mankind was thrown off of a cell.
yeah, and also like one also notable
More than
Bowman Vader
once.
had he squashed Antonio Inoki that one time, and it caused such a riot that New Japan had to ban they had to stop doing one of their shows at a stadium for like 2 years because he squashed Antonio Inoki like hard. There was like a mini riot.
well, he was definitely a stiff worker. Like some of
How
those shots were hard. That was hurt.
how
Yeah,
much money and cocaine would you have to give Mankind or Mick Foley to get back in the ring? I mean,
I
the
Now
cocaine's simply for the energy. So
he's. I'm going to be honest. It's a miracle that he's walking.
right,
That
right, 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 right. But
he's one of the wrestlers who isn't like falling his body. Like obviously he's not
right,
like gonna run
but
a marathon, but
I
the
mean,
fact that he can still move and stuff.
my
yeah,
thought
like
is he knows his mic.
all the punishment he has taken that from falling down from the cell, falling through the cell, all those headshots he taken by the Rock, which was I don't remind me about
All
that,
right,
please.
so hear me out. It's Mick Foley. All right, he comes back, right? And his gimmick, he's Santa, right? It's the
Oh,
Santa
boy.
gimmick, and then but it's him just doing lines and rails of cocaine because and he keeps calling it like he gets it on his face and he's like it's snow.
Oh
That's
my
awful,
god.
Mike. I'm giving that a
Who has
0.
Mick Foley?
Oh
Do I have Mick Foley?
I don't fucking
no,
know. I hope I have
no.
Mick Foley so you don't get a chance to do that.
I mean, we have an open policy right now. So
Oh,
what
you
are we
mean for
doing?
your new book at verse for this one?
I don't know, man. I'm throwing some shit at the wall still.
I'm pretty sure I drafted him for the next book at
Wait.
verse, or no?
Me doing that's not nearly as bad as you killing him.
What? Huh?
In
Well,
my
You
book at
murdered
verse,
him.
murder
wait,
again. Murder is a very strong word.
You wrote it. You murdered him.
you killed off Mick Foley literally?
Yes, he killed
Yeah.
him off. Nobody else was able to use
So
him.
Finn
You
Balor.
heartless monster.
So Finn Balor is doing a death demon gimmick, and they had a Hangman's Horror match, and they were on top of the like Tron, and Finn hung Mick Foley to win the match, but
Oh,
because he was so far up, like it took too long for the medical personnel to get to him, and then later on you find out that Mick Foley died.
You know what? You guys keep saying I booked a botch, but that sounds like you fucking booked a botch.
No, I didn't book a botch. I booked a death.
You booked it so that the
this is
medical person couldn't make it in time.
Yeah, because he purposely hung him high enough
Right, but
where
it
they
was a
couldn't get
real
to him.
death. So unless
Yeah.
like it was a
this is
real murder.
wait. He hung.
Again, murder is a strong word.
No,
This is worse. This
he
is
was
worse than Big Boss Man
definitely
singing at
murdered.
Mania 15.
We prefer manslaughter.
No, it wasn't manslaughter. Manslaughter is accidental. That wasn't accidental. He hung him, and then he killed him, and that was murder. He murdered him. You wrote him to be murdered. You're both to blame.
And then Jeff Bezos, who's the owner, paid off the feds to make it go away.
That sounds about right. But now it'd be Elon. I feel like now it's Elon Musk. I feel like Elon Musk is just laughing at Jeff Bezos right now.
Well, in TCW, which is the company that happened in, the owner is Jeff Bezos. So
I can't breathe.
Elon's
yeah.
gonna buy it and turn it
An
just
on-screen
X.
murder.
Yeah, I had mankind, and I did Mick on purpose because Mick's a sympathetic character. So
Oh my gosh.
you know how mad people would be if that happened. That would be super heat.
No, it wouldn't. People would just be mad. You would not have a product anymore.
Yeah, if you got enough money, you can still have a product.
I don't know about that, man.
But Sean, you got to break this tie.
Oh boy.
We've stalled long enough.
Okay. It's a tough one, but I think, but I'm
The
gonna
right
have to
thing.
lean on mankind.
Hey, the right thing.
I'm not mad at that. So the winner of the best masked wrestler tournament
The guy
is
with not much of a
Mankind.
mask. It's literally just some scraps.
Have a nice day.
It's still a mask.
I can't. I should not be this big. What is happening?
Hey, look who decided to join us, Mr. Sacco. Have a nice day. Hello.
I hope you got that from a drawer and not the same.
Off
place
his
that
foot?
time.
No, I got it from my
There's that.
drawer.
I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that would also be gross.
Now I've been saving this. Saving this if he won. I got it from my drawer. It's clean. Don't worry. I just washed this.
It's
The whole-
better than it is better than where Mick was getting it from.
But that's the other thing with actual Mr. Sacco was because he was getting it from his crotch. It made it.
Oh God. Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Because
just felt
you
like
know that was sweaty as shit. Because
Especially because he'd be wrestling a match and then a 20-minute match, he's pulling it out, so he's definitely sweating down
Right.
there.
like
Oh, yeah.
like
And
dang Mick, you know how many juices that sock has soaked up?
there's
I wonder if
that.
it was always the same sock too,
I
or if he
really
had
hope
different socks.
I really hope it wasn't the same sock.
Also, I'd be pretty mad if Rikishi gave me a stink face because
Mm,
I'm not
mm,
trying to get pink. I'm not trying to get pink eye.
I just don't. I
Like,
just
I don't
don't.
know if anyone ever got pink eye from taking.
I
a
feel
stink
like
face.
there at least one person got pink eye.
I just don't want. I just don't want to be called sus because having another man's ass
Nah,
rubbing your
that
face.
doesn't bother. I'm not. It doesn't bother me at all. That's not the problem here.
He doesn't want to get
It's
pink
just
eye.
a pink eye. Like, yeah.
and that is a very big butt. But hey, Tori Wilson took it,
Lita
or
took
not
it.
Tori, not Tori. Trish. I meant Trish. I don't know why I said Tori.
Lita also took it. Oh, that one was kind of like a punishment on air because like on one episode, so
It's always a
backstory.
punishment. I don't think there's ever a time where you get a stink face that it's not a punishment.
Yeah, because so basically the backstory was like on an episode of Raw, Lita was getting attacked by Dean Malenko, and Matt Hardy saved hers, and they kissed on screen. And so then Vince wanted them to do the kiss again, but Lita refused. So her punishment was getting stink faced by Rikishi.
All right, last thing before we go, you got to rank them in promo skills. Ricochet,
Oh boy.
Dean Malenko,
Oh
Lance Storm, and Bret Hart.
oh boy.
So I got mine.
Go ahead.
So Brett number one
Number one is best.
is best. Yes, he's the best one of those. Then I'm going with Lance Storm because Lance is like was on purpose. Like he was
No,
purposely
there was
like
definitely a lot that was not on purpose. Yes,
Mhm.
if I
some
can just
shit
be
was.
serious for a moment.
That was on purpose, but the actual promoing
I'm
was
just saying he was like fucking Paul Heyman, but between the four, he might as well be.
Mhm.
He's the CM Punk of those four. Um, then I'm gonna go with it was Ricochet and Dean Malenko.
yes.
I'm gonna go with Ricochet and then Dean. I don't actually remember what Dean Malenko's voice sounds like,
I don't.
so
Wait,
it's
hold on.
just
Hold
it's
on. Let
just
me.
a gruff short man's voice. Like
I
think of like
I really like
if
Dean too.
Wolverine had no personality.
I really like Dean Malenko, like especially in ring.
He is a great
But
technical wrestler.
yeah,
Just not a
but
great talker.
Tekkas.
yeah, I feel like he's another guy, but it's hard to do with like smaller guys. I feel like, or at least I Ricochet's doing like I guess he's a tweener right now because like
Yeah.
he's a baby face in AEW, but a heel in Japan.
Yeah. He
But
attacks. He attacks Zach.
yeah, so but I feel like he needs a manager, but it's kind of hard to do a manager when they're a baby face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you want to know what Malenko voice sounds like, here it is.
Yeah, it's not playing anything on our
Oh,
end.
Anything.
it's
Yeah.
not.
But no, it's all right. Do you want to do your ranking?
Yeah. So I'll go in last Ricochet, Lance Storm third, Demalenko, then Hart.
Okay. Yeah, I mean Owen Hart. Yeah, Owen Hart.
Owen Hart, you said
Oh,
Brett.
you
Not
said
Owen Hart. I
Brett.
meant Brett.
I
Look,
was gonna
man.
say Owen. Owen is clear in all of them
Yeah, I want
Owen.
to
Owen.
clear the whole pack.
For whatever
easily.
reason, Owen's been on my mind more than Brett lately.
Yeah, he was the better twin.
Well, he wasn't a twin.
Oh
But
wait, he wasn't a
yeah,
twin. Dang it. I
yeah,
mean, better wrestler. Dang it.
But he was better brother
yeah.
for
He's
sure.
better. He's the better of the two.
Yeah.
I'm going Brett, then Malenko, then Storm, and then Ricochet.
And honestly, for me, I know I said Ricochet and um Malenko were at the bottom. Those two are interchangeable. Like I, yeah, neither. They're both. I'm not trying to sit. The best Dean Malenko promo was from Travis.
All right. So, do you got anything to plug, Sean?
And you can catch me on Reach for the Ropes Wrestling. You know where we talk all things wrestling, WWE, TNA, AEW, and you can catch me as a guest on these Book It Book It Wrestling Podcast episode. So yeah, I'm excited to be part of the family, or I'm already part of the family.
Yes, sir. Damone.
You can find me on all the shits at T or not T at the money T13. So DAMONEY T the number 1 3. You can find all the stuff we do, like Kenny's 8,000 shows, on Bad Guys Spoken, on like the YouTubes, all Hood Movie Review and all that fun stuff. Um Mike you can't find anywhere, he's a ghost.
No, you can. I made a blue sky. I think I just add Hi-Fi Mike, but I might be on. I don't know. I don't use it. I have one person I'm following and following. Like,
Yeah,
not
I
that
don't
far.
know
I
what
have
that
no
is.
idea how this thing. It's basically like lib Twitter is what I've got from it.
Yeah, I barely ever go on actual
It's
Twitter.
the opposite of True Social. Is what I've gathered.
The thing that pisses me off still about Twitter is that he changed the
Everything.
name to X. Well, yeah,
Not even
but
that. It's just
that
so
no, that
fucking
pisses
bad
me
now.
off. That's just annoying because every time I go on Twitter, like I can't just type in that. Like when I'm searching for the app, I can't just put Twitter. I have to fucking remember it's X, formerly known as Twitter. Like fuck that. Just call it, change it back.
Just change it back to no. You absolutely should change it back to Twitter.
Everyone calls it Twitter still anyway. No one calls it X.
Right.
Yeah, I still call it Twitter.
It makes
Just calling it a letter doesn't feel right.
he's like I don't understand how one person can completely ruin Twitter more.
Yeah, he
Like
bought it to ruin
it
it.
was at the like it was already at the bottom. How is there more bottom?
Elon, well, it was super popular, and Elon
Right, but
managed to ruin it.
people were already leaving Twitter because
True.
it was toxic, and somehow he made it more toxic.
Yeah. Well, he unbanned the people who were extra toxic,
Ugh,
so it just
it's
made it worse. And
so
he's toxic, so
bad.
fuck
Mm-hmm.
that guy.
I have
But you should
nothing.
follow us on Twitter still,
Mm.
and all that other social medias like MySpace, if that's still a thing.
No, I mean it's still up, but
No one
I've,
uses
I've
it.
I've never used
not
MySpace.
one person uses it. And you know what? I think I someone and I could be wrong, but I feel like I heard somewhere that MySpace is being used by some like
I think it's
country. It's
bands and
like there's
stuff.
like a country that just for whatever reason that's the social media.
Oh, that's where we need to move to.
It's like an Asian country, and again, I could be wrong, but there's a lot of small
That's where we
like
need
little
to.
countries,
That's
right?
where we need to go. But anyway, follow us on there. Go to t13media.com. Buy some shit. Support all the shows. All that jazz.
Yeah. I can't press a button, so that's book it. See ya.
See
Bye.
ya!